Hi, I'm Mark Ruel, and here are the IHonestlyThink.com honest picks of the day for Saturday, May 13th. We have 3 games on tap for this Saturday, all in Major League Baseball. Our first game is in Miami with the Reds taking on the Marlins. The pitching matchup was supposed to be Reds lefty Nick Lodolo taking on 2022 NL Cy Young winner Sandy Alcantara with a 1-3 record and a 4.53 ERA. However, Lodolo is a late scratch and the Reds have not announced a replacement. I expect a bullpen game for Cincinnati. The game time is scheduled for 1:10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Marlins will hand the ball to Alcantara at home against a Reds lineup that is just 21st in runs scored in baseball and 15th in base batting average, despite playing half their games in one of the best hitters' park in baseball, Great American Ballpark. The Great American Ballpark was ranked 3rd in baseball last year in runs scored in hitter-friendly parks. Alcantara's ERA is a run lower at home than on the road. The Reds will turn to a bullpen that has been effective, but already went 4 pitchers deep in Friday's win over the Marlins. I expect the Marlins bats to take advantage of a somewhat taxed bullpen. The Reds, meanwhile, are hitting just .238 on the road this season. Look for Alcantara to dominate this Reds lineup. Take the Marlins at a -155 money line. Our second matchup features the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians in Cleveland. The pitching matchup on Saturday will be Angels lefty Reed Detmers, 0-3 with a 5.10 ERA, taking on Guardians righty Cal Quantrill, 2-2 with a 3.89 ERA. The first pitch is scheduled for 6:10 p.m. The Angels took Game 1 5-4 as they rallied in the ninth off Cleveland closer Manuel Clays for 2 runs. The Guardians are hitting just .214 against left-handed pitching this season. They have particularly struggled at home this season, hitting just a measly .208. Detmers has pitched better on the road than at home this season, and his high strikeout percentage and low walk rate should be able to keep the speedy Guardians off the bases. In addition, while Quantrill is coming off a one-hitter, overall he's been rather ordinary this season and has struggled to put hitters away with a career-low strikeout percentage. The Angels are hitting .255 on the road this season, which includes 19 home runs and 19 games away from home. To put that in perspective, the Guardians have only hit 19 home runs as a team this season. I'm going to take the Angels with a -115 money line. Our third and final game features the Houston Astros taking on the White Sox in Chicago. Houston won a rain-delayed Game 1 5-1. The pitching matchup on Saturday will be Houston righty Brandon Bayluck, 0-1 with a 4.15 ERA, taking on White Sox righty Dylan Cease, 2-2 with a 5.58 ERA. The first pitch is scheduled for 7:10 p.m. Given their current state, the White Sox have been the favorite very few times this season. The White Sox have the edge in this matchup, however, with Cease on the hill against Bayluck, who is making just his 3rd appearance of the season. Cease has been hit hard this season, as has Bayluck, but Cease's track record suggests that he can make the adjustments to bounce back. Cease has struggled with control and put himself far too often in hitters' counts. As a result, his hard hit rate is up and his strikeout rate is down. Cease should have a chance to correct these errors against an Astros team that has not been particularly patient this season. They rank just 23rd in walks per game. The White Sox will have a chance to flourish at the plate against Bayluck, who hasn't shown the ability to keep the ball out of play this season, averaging just 14% strikeouts while walking 12%, a career high. I like the White Sox with the money line of -120. Remember, if you want a more in-depth view of my picks, you can find them at winnersandwhiners.com. And if you are interested in my premium picks, which today will feature an MLB 3-pack, you can find those at experts.winnersandwhiners.com/cappers/15. My premium picks tonight will be with the Royals-Brewers game, the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game, and finally the Cubs-Minnesota game. Also, be sure to check out my picks for the Preakness debuting this week on winnersandwhiners.com following my exacta win of Mage and 2 fills at the Kentucky Derby. And just a reminder, this video is brought to you by Toys.com. For over 20 years, Toys.com has been providing customers with all their toy and collectible needs. Be sure to check out this month's special on South Park plush toys.